Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Delina Homvili and Katrina Markle.
Today, spreading cultural appreciation. 2 opportunities for students.
Signing on the dotted line. A large group of Lincoln athletes know their paths forward.
And volunteering to help others. Another way you can make a difference.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Katrina Markle.
And I'm Delina Homvili. As you can see, Katrina and I are wearing our outfits for Hip Hop Throwback Day.
Hip hop emerged in the 1970s as an expression of black culture for minority groups.
Today, hip hop has inspired modern day music, streetwear, dances, and so much more, but would not be possible without the black trailblazers of the late 20th century.
That being said, let's get straight into the news.
Today we start with sad news that is felt throughout our district.
Bus drivers are often the first and last adults that students see as they begin and end their school days.
And bus drivers build bonds with the students they pick up in the morning and drive home in the afternoon.
So it's difficult to report on the passing of Gahanna Jefferson bus driver Joe Basang, Mr. S or Mr. Joe.
Mr. B drove Bus 49 for our school district for over a decade.
Mr. B loved to pass out mints to his students, and he also drove to many athletic events, field trips, and competitions over the years.
So there's no way to accurately estimate how many students' lives Mr. B impacted during his career.
Here's just a small sample from students in our own Lincoln Live class.
I loved Mr. B. He was with great character and always said hi to us and knew all of our names. And if we had a special request to drop us off somewhere, he would do it and would remember it. And also he would hand us mints a couple of days a week, and he would just drive us to some of my volleyball games, and he would stay and watch and cheer us on. It was always really special, and he will always be remembered as the bus driver from Bus 49.
It was really sad to hear about the loss. He was one that took the softball team to a lot of our games last year, and it was really hard because he always felt like he was in our corner and everything. He would always stay and watch us play, congratulate us after the game, and it's just really sad to hear about something like that.
Mr. B, he drove our baseball buses sometimes last year. I always remember him being super positive and upbeat. You know, when we got off the bus, he would wish us good luck. He would stay there, wait there. Sometimes he'd even watch the games from the bus and tell us that we did a good job if we won or pick us up if we lost. So he was always just a good guy, a good bus driver.
If that's just from one class at Gahanna Lincoln, you can imagine how many students remember Mr. B. As always, our counselors are available for any student who would like to share their grief. We send our condolences to his family and the transportation team in our district.
Thanks, Katrina. There's a Chinese New Year celebration taking place today in the gym during all lunch periods, but that is not the only event that the district is doing to kick off the new year. Chinese students and teachers were at Clark Hall yesterday hosting chopstick games, making dumplings, serving tea, and much more to help introduce younger students and families to Chinese culture. The artwork of the elementary schoolers and the Chinese classes were displayed, and the voting contest took place to decide whose art piece was best. Clark Hall was packed with smiling faces and cultural celebration. Here's Chinese student Maya Milky to talk about the importance of this event.
This celebration is important to kind of spread the culture a bit. Chinese New Year is the biggest holiday celebrated in China, and also a lot of other Asian countries celebrate it, not just China. But it's basically to spread the joy of it, because it is supposed to be a celebration spent with friends and family.
Thanks, Maya. Our student athletes are ready to take on their future after high school. Yesterday afternoon, 21 students from our high school committed and signed to college athletic teams with scholarships. They shared their thank yous with their families and celebrated with their next steps. We spoke with Campbell Payton and Keena Sanders.
I'm really excited because I get to continue my athletic and academic career at one of the schools that I've dreamed of going to. So I'm really excited to do that. It was a really great opportunity for me, and I was really excited to be able to share it with my family and friends in the school, and I'm thankful for everyone who has supported me along the way.
Thanks. The Perform Studio class is working hard on this year's dinner theater. They will be performing a murder mystery for 3 nights this week. And as a member of the class, I can tell you that this is not a show you want to miss. Here's Evie Forsyth with more information.
Hi guys, so dinner theater tickets are now out on locallevelevents.com. The dates are going to be for the 15th, 16th, and 17th, and basically what it is it's basically an immersive experience. So we'll be doing a performance for you, and it's a murder mystery, but you'll also be being served like dinner and dessert, and just like it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So you guys should definitely come see it.
Thanks. Delina, we have a friend with the studio with us today.
Yes, it's Cole Farviso.
What do you have for us today?
Hey guys. Well, we all know that volunteering is an important part of growing up and being a teenager. But one place that is in desperate need of volunteers is the Columbus Ronald McDonald House downtown. So our Evelyn Cahill visits the house to learn more about what volunteers do and why it's so essential to the house's ability to provide for others.
There's something about the Ronald McDonald House that when you walk through the door, there's this energy, this warmth that you feel.
The Ronald McDonald House, a place for families to stay while their child is in the hospital. While there are almost 400 houses worldwide, the Columbus Ronald McDonald House is the largest in the world. But the program has humble beginnings.
But it started in Philadelphia with a Philadelphia Eagles football player whose daughter had leukemia, and so she was at Philadelphia Children's Hospital. And of course, her father on the football team, he had the means to be able to, travel there, but he saw the families, sleeping in the hallways or on couches and things like that to be near their kids, and he thought, we can't have this.
The Ronald McDonald House has grown so much that more and more are able to be involved in the daily workings of the house. However, volunteers are still used and greatly appreciated, such as those who are a part of Project Sunshine.
Project Sunshine is a national organization. Their mission is to just spread positivity throughout pediatric centers and bring crafts within those centers to bring play to children who might not be able to access that type of interaction, to alleviate anxiety and bring social aspects to their stay wherever that might be.
The Ronald McDonald House really is a beacon of hope for all those who are staying here, especially due to their volunteers' kindness and generosity, helping those going through a tough time.
Volunteers truly are the heart of the house, we like to say here. We save more than $3 million a year in labor costs thanks to the hundreds of volunteers that give of their time on a regular basis here. And without that, we wouldn't be able to keep families comfortable and close to their child in the hospital.
Volunteering is essential to keep the house open and working for those who need it. But why is volunteering so important, especially for teens?
Volunteering is important because maybe I'll be a selfish part of it. The reason why I enjoy volunteering because it makes me feel good. I mean, I know it brings value in volunteering. You could influence others to support as well.
It's just important to not think about yourself and think about others and how you can affect their lives, and change their lives. I always say, to you, it might just seem like an hour of your life, doing a craft with this kid, but to them, they could be thinking about it forever.
The whole idea as a teenager is that you get to learn, you get to find out what community is all about, and there's a lot of, you get to really exercise your empathy because you get to see what families are going through.
Volunteering is so crucial, especially as a teenager. So, the next time you have the opportunity to help out somewhere, especially the Ronald McDonald House, take the chance to help others. This is Evelyn Cahill for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Evelyn. Seniors across our school are working on their Global Scholars Capstone project. Senior Abby Miser is working on increasing student voter registration and making sure students understand the importance of their own vote. And a part of her project, she met with Elizabeth Greiser from the nationwide nonprofit organization League of Women Voters. We spoke with her about information for new voters and how to register to vote. Here she is.
So in Ohio, you have to be a U.S. citizen to vote. You have to be an Ohio resident, and you also have to be 18 years old by the upcoming general election. So this year, it's a little bit of a special situation because if you are currently 17, you're going to be 18 by November 5th of this year. You can register to vote right now, and you can vote in the primary election even if you're 17. The primary election is March 19th, and then of course you'll be able to vote in the general election as well.
Thanks. That's all for me. Now back to the lovely ladies at the news desk.
Thanks. The Underwater Robotics Club has been hard at work.
During their last meeting, members worked on preparing their 3D print parts for the remotely operated vehicle, also known as an ROV.
Stabilizing the tether that will go into the water during their competition, and and fine-tuning their ROV to be able to perform tasks assigned by the Marine Advanced Technology Education Center in May.
We spoke with Xavier Nowakowski and Jamison Maynard to discuss how the team is preparing.
We're currently developing a bunch of our electronics. We're getting ready for all the stuff to come for like competition. We're getting ready to like finalize a bunch of our parts. Like we're working on our float right now, working on our claw, we're working on a bunch of the different electronics like the tether that will interconnect our robot. So we kind of have everything going on at once right now.
Currently, we are working on building electronics for our ROV and getting ready for the competition date. We have several people also working on designs for the claw and arm for our ROV, as well as a float for that.
Thanks. A reminder that tomorrow's Spirit Day is fly and formal, so make sure to dress in your Sunday best to attend the Black History Festival in the library tomorrow.
And also make sure to stop by the main gym today, 4th, 5th, and 6th period to celebrate Chinese New Year with many games, crafts, and food.
You might even see a familiar face at the paper cutting booth.
That's all we have for you today. Lincoln, bye!